Alright, what's going on YouTube? Today is a brand new video, and today I'm going to be showing you guys how to make a Twitter header. Very simple Twitter header, very easy to make. I haven't made a video about graphics in a few months, and I haven't talked about graphics in like 3 years. So if you guys didn't know, I make all my graphics myself. I make QuikzZ graphics, I make Rayzor's graphics, and I sold graphics to a few people in the past. I've been doing this semi-seriously for about 2 years, on and off at times, but I've been kind of getting into it again with like thumbnails, Twitch stuff, stuff like that. So today I'm just going to show you guys how to make a simple Twitter header. When I was trying to learn how to use Photoshop, people would just confuse me. They wouldn't fully explain it. They wouldn't like put text on screen and all that stuff. So I'm gonna try to do that, and I'm gonna try to help you guys out as best as I can. So without further ado, let's hop right into it. The first thing you're gonna want to do is go to File, New, and for your sizes, you're gonna want to make it 1500 by 500. And then if you guys want to, you can save the preset and label it like Twitter or whatever. Keep it by the ratio, whatever you prefer to do. And I'm just gonna title it example. Press enter or OK, and now you have this little workspace here. So the first thing I like to do is get this paint bucket tool right here, and I like to click on this box, and I like to go to like a light dark gray kind of color, like a medium gray, and I like to just put it in the background. Now I can see everything. The next thing I like to do is start my text. So for this one, I'm actually going to just make it text, and I'm gonna make this white just so you guys can see it, and I'm gonna click on this select tool, and I'm gonna press Control A, this middle one, and then this middle one to put it in the exact center of the space. Then I'm gonna click on my text tool, double click my text, and I'm going to scroll through my fonts that I would like to use. I have a lot of custom fonts. The best place to get custom fonts, in my opinion, is defont.com. Basically, you can just download a bunch of free fonts. You don't have to pay for any of them, and you can pretty much use most of these however you want. Some of these have like copyright and stuff to them, so you can't really make money off of them, and it's under maintenance. But I'm making this video how fortunate of me. So I can't really show you guys any of like the website, but just go there when it's not down, and you'll be able to download as many fonts as you want. Once you downloaded them, just click on them, and then open the file. I think it's called like the font file. I don't know exactly what it's called. Just open the file and then press install on the top left. As you can see, I have a bunch of fonts here, and you can just find one that really suits you. Let's see, what do I want to use? I'm just going to use this one because I've never used this one before or anything. So we have our text here, and when I have my text, I like to think about the theme I'm going to make my header. As you guys can see on my current header, I have like this nice red black finish. I think it's really clean. There's different ways you can do that. You know, just from making a, I'm trying to think of how to explain this. Basically, what you want to do when you're making a Twitter header or any type of graphic is get an idea of what you want to do beforehand. So I think I'm gonna make a green type of header. So I can probably just use these layer styles that I have here. I have a bunch of layer styles. Let's do this. Nope. Here we go. Here's a bunch of layer styles that I have just from, you know, experience of using these. I've made a couple of these. Most of these I have just downloaded off of other people's work because myself personally, I'm not the best at making good layer styles. It's just not something I like to do. I usually stick to a few layer styles that I use. I'm just a simple person, so I don't really need a whole lot of layer styles. So we have our text here, and the next thing we're going to do is you're going to start finding social media icons to put in here. The way I like to do it is go to documents, and I sort everything in my documents, and I'm going to go to social media. I'm going to place my Twitch, and you can press shift and drag it down from the corner to keep it to the exact same dimensions, just kind of making the image smaller. When I say that, I'm just trying to say, like, the image itself, if you guys look at this, it'll stretch it a lot. So you don't want it to be stretched. You want it to be like the original shape, basically. And from here, what we're going to do, once we just have it, we can actually line this up with the center by clicking this middle one over here. It's already centered. And we're going to click a nice purple layer style that'll really just make it pop when it's on the what's in the finished product. So we have a bunch of different layer styles we can use. I'm just going to stick with this nice purple one. If you want, you can match your main text here. If you click on your text, you can actually like match it if you would like to. I'm just gonna go with purple or something. I don't know. Maybe I go with a different layer style on this. Let's go with just a white. I think a white would be pretty simple. Let's find a nice white layer style. Here's a nice one. Okay, so now you can just, from here, I like to just duplicate because it's a lot easier. Just press Control J and then hold Control and then just drag it, and then Shift and then make it a little bit smaller, or you can keep it the exact same and then just go to your type tool and double click and then click on the T up here for the size, and then you can just drag it to the left to change the size of the text. This is also like very easy to do. If you guys don't know all of these shortcuts on Photoshop, you can just Google them. I'm sure there's lists out there. A lot of these I picked up myself just from using the actual program, and I've also learned from tutorials as well. This is kind of far out. What I'm going to do here is I'm just going to combine these and move them. To combine, just double click. Actually, I should explain it a little bit better. So what I did here was I did Control, and I clicked on the two layers that I wanted to combine, and then I pressed Control E, and then I used Control and then dragged it to wherever I wanted it to go. Now we're going to make a group. To make a group, we press Control G, and we're going to title this text, just because that's where all of our text is going to go. And if you right click, you can change the color so you're organized, whatever the fuck, it doesn't really matter. Go to File, Place. All of these you can find off Google. I usually like to use, for YouTube, I like to use the play button. I just think it looks clean. Again, Shift, and then we're gonna make it a bit smaller. What I like to do is I like to put it over the Twitch icon and then just kind of match it so that's about the same size. And put it over here somewhere. Control A, make it dead center. And for this, we're going to go with a nice red. And then what we're going to do here is, I probably shouldn't have combined those, but oh well. We're just going to make another thing, and it's going to be called text as well. /text, just so you know it's a link. Actually, I'm going to make it match because I can't really edit that one again. That was kind of dumb. I shouldn't have done that, but oh well. For the sake of tutorial, I'm just going to move on. And we're going to click on our text, and we're going to select the... I clicked the wrong one. We're going to select the white layer style. If you guys don't have layer styles saved, all you have to do is go to the first text and then right click and press copy layer style, and then you can click on the other one that you want to paste it on and just right click and press paste. Pretty easy to do. Next thing is we need a background. For backgrounds, I like to use a bunch of stocks that I have collected throughout my time on Photoshop. A lot of these are from graphics packs that I've seen. Like right here, MoFuzz has some pretty good stocks that I like. I'm gonna try to use one of these. I don't know, let's rock this one. Let's see what this one looks like. I can work with this. Just for the sake of the video, I'm just gonna stretch it out a little bit. Put it at the bottom, right like that. This actually is kind of dope. So I have two color corrections here. I'm just gonna Control G those and group them, and we're just gonna label those CCs. We're gonna change the color to orange, let's say, for no real reason. It's just to organize it. At this point during the video, I decided to redo the header a little bit. I kind of came up with a new theme for it. I decided to go with a Fortnite theme instead of this like clean black look. I decided to do this instead because I wanted it to be more than what it was. I just wasn't really liking the way it was turning out, and I decided to change it a little bit. And I thought it turned out okay for the amount of effort I actually put into it. If you guys want to as well, what you can do, if you guys don't want like just a plain background, you can place a picture. So just go to File, Place, and then you can put a picture in the background that you like. I'm just going to stretch this to size. This is just a Fortnite background that I found off Google. What I'm going to do is I'm just going to press OK to the size, and then I'm just going to screen it. Or what you can do is put it underneath the background and then just screen this, and then make this, I can't click today, make this normal right here. Can hide that, and now you got this like cool looking Fortnite type header you got going on now. And also, if you guys want to theme it around like a video game, what you guys can do is go on DeFont and look up the font for that game. The font for Fortnite is Luckiest Guy. It's free on there, so you can just go ahead and find it. What I like to do for my headers in particular is when I'm making my text. Fuck, this is a horrible idea, guys. Don't ever do this. Rookie mistake. When I'm making my text for my links and stuff, my social media, I like to make it a different font, and usually one that's very like legible, very readable, you know, like. So one of my favorite ones is Keep Calm, because it's just very easy to read. And there's also, like I said earlier, Unisans is a great font. I love it. For some reason my text just disappeared, and we're going to do that, and bam. If you guys don't know how to do that, to like zoom in stuff, you can just press Control Alt and then scroll up, and it'll work its magic. What I'm gonna do really quickly, I'm gonna edit this out of the video, is I'm just gonna fix this shit because I don't like what I did here. I really don't like when I make stupid mistakes like that. Alright, so basically what we got going on here is I'm gonna redo this a little bit. Instead of text, I'm just gonna do name. So I feel like that's fine. I mean, that's what most templates say is name, not text, but you know, you get the gist. We got this little Fortnite template going here, or Twitter header, and what I'm going to do here is I'm going to click on my Tilted Towers picture here, and I'm going to press Rasterize Layer, and I'm going to click on this Polygon Lasso tool. I'm going to press Shift, go towards the center. I'm going to go in a like jagged like triangle pattern, and I like to do this because this allows you to put in the fuck. Usually this would make like, I say, whoa. Okay, English is hard today. Basically what I did here is I just went around, I did a jagged pattern while holding shift, I just went to the left, went all the way around, and then connected the lines together. And now what you do is you press this masking tool at the bottom, and what it'll do is delete the other side of this. And now what you can do is double click on this, and what we're going to do is we're going to give it an outer glow so it kind of blends in a little bit better, so it's not just like so out there. Seems to be like more of an orangey pinkish kind of color. I don't know, that's not really what I wanted, but let's see how it looks. We're gonna edit the spread and the size. That's not really looking good. It's not bad. Alright, we're just gonna turn the opacity down a little bit. I'd say it's like 42 maybe, depending on like what the other side would look like. And now we're going to place another picture here, and I'm gonna do this one. And what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna press Control T. It's already like that actually. I don't know why I said that. I'm just gonna flip this so it looks like not retarded. Shift enlarge. I'm going to drag this underneath the bottom, and just like that you have now two different sides to your header. I like to do this when I'm making a, like, let's say you're a gamer, right, and you play two different games, like let's say this is Call of Duty and this is Counter-Strike, or like this is Counter-Strike and then this is like Dota, I don't know. You can have this side be CS, this side be Dota, and then it just kind of describes you more as a gamer as to like what you play. My nose is like really stuffed up right now, sorry. And this is pretty much it. Like, this is what most designers kind of do, I should say. Obviously a lot of people use their own stuff. I like to use packs for certain things. This thumbnail template that I made, like, I made this a long time ago. I do borrow like CCs from other like designers and stuff, but most of this I would say is just off of Google, and most of this is just stuff that I found and I've used myself. But this is pretty much it for this video, guys. It's just a simple 2D Twitter header. It's nothing special, but hopefully you guys enjoyed the video. If you guys did, please drop a like, rate, and subscribe. I'll catch you guys later. Peace. I'm going down. Hey. I hope you see what you've done to me. I'm going up. Hey. Blurry vision, living fast. Motherfuck my past, I'm going up. Still in my room, staring up at the ceiling. It's funny how I'm weak if I tell them that I have feelings. It's funny how they think that they're relevant, but I question intelligence of a nobody who hate for the hell of it. Had your